Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
I'm Brianna Motzkus, and today's FabriChat.
Good morning.
Hello.
All right, well, welcome. Oftentimes when we do box openings, I always sort of reintroduce who we are, but I think of FabriChat as being pretty much our same old friends that have hung out with us for years and years. But if you are new here, we have a quilt shop in Central Washington State, and we hang out on YouTube. We do tutorials and box openings, and then every Wednesday morning we just have coffee with friends where we talk about nothing.
Yeah.
And it's funny how it's like progressed. We used to talk a lot about quilting, and then, I don't know, now we just yak. And oftentimes what's kind of funny, and we mention this all the time, that the conversation sort of progresses. And so you can't really miss an episode. And Catherine, we have different people that's like, oh, I have to catch up, but I have to watch in order. And so she knows. But so last week we talked about, well, let's see. Let me do this one first. 2 weeks ago, there was a study that I shared with you guys about, was it 2 weeks ago or was it last week? The price of happiness.
It was last week.
Oh, it was last week. Okay. It just seems like it's been so long. So we talked about the price of happiness. So I'm not going to repeat all of that, but it was the idea of how much does the average person make? Mm-hmm. And in that same country, how much would it cost to be happy? And so it was interesting, the numbers. And I don't know how they come up with the numbers. I don't know. But anyway, they did. And whether or not we believe it, who knows? It was just sort of interesting. Well, after that, it was kind of funny because I had looked at that and then I did do a little, my weird little deep dive of, how did you determine all of this? Well, then I got this little random email, not email, but it was in my inbox, Gmail. Gmail is snoopier than Facebook, I'm just going to say.
Snoopy. Yep.
Come on. Because,
they all got a
little side note here. They do. It's information that's already out there and everybody has it because it's interesting that now Facebook's in trouble again and they are going to, they're going to get sued again for another, 24 billion or I don't know, because of their risk to children. I'm not saying that, it is true. They have not monitored that well at all and they do need to be in trouble. But I just think it's interesting. What about TikTok? What about Instagram? What about Gmail? What about, even if you go into Amazon, it's suggesting, oh, did you want this?
Yeah.
Did I hear there was a little conversation about this? That technology, it's already out there. You can't reel it back in. So I guess it's fine that Facebook, I don't know if it's fine or not that Facebook is getting in trouble.
They need to do the whole, how old are you? Because I think it is important. There's certain things that you need to be a certain age.
Oh, yeah.
However, instead of just asking them what their birthday is, because you're good at math and you can figure out how to beat the system, you can tell them how old ever you want. They need to ask, period, specific questions.
Yeah.
What is emo? What is polyester? Because now it's slang for
if you can't pass this test.
Polyester is material. What did velvet pants, corduroy pants feel like?
Right.
If they can't answer these simple questions, you're not how old you say you are.
That's right. I think that's right. Because I think there's a whole lot of fibbing going on. And I think that even for TikTok and stuff, that's another one that's got some sketchy stuff on it. You can see, because there's things that made the news and they don't even show the video or they blur it out, but you can see the exact video on TikTok. It's not like, ooh, the dark web that everybody used to talk about. No.
It's right there.
It's not the dark web. It's right there. You can see it. So I don't know. It's sort of a sketchy thing anyway. So anyway, but that's a whole nother worry that we have is that. But anyways, sometimes it's kind of fun because, my snoopy little computer that seems to know everything about me.
And she's in nano mode.
I am in nano mode.
So everybody, I watch somebody's like, people always tell I'm a helicopter mom. And I'm like, oh, that's so nice. I appreciate being a helicopter mom. She's like, in real life, I'm a Black Hawk mom. I know everything. I know how route you're taking. I know how long it took you to go from point A to point B and who is with you. Because there's a weird ping. So when you tell me I'm a helicopter mom, thanks.
That's so sweet.
I'm a Black Hawk mom. I know everything. Those vlog cameras, those aren't for them. They're for me.
That's right.
I feel like that sometimes.
That's right. That's exactly right. That's right. Yeah. All right. So interesting little tidbits to add to that conversation from last year, from last week, I apologize, is other interesting things about countries that made, and this was one of the list of some of the things that contributed to the happiness in that country that may or may not have cost anything. Right. And so I thought, well, that's kind of a really good list. So I thought I would share a couple of things. So if you live in Alaska, every citizen, we kind of already know this, that every citizen gets like $1,000 to $3,000 just to live there.
Stipend.
A little stipend. If you live here, we'll pay you. Okay, no, that's not really what it is. But, you know.
Because you need gloves.
Yeah. But I do like that. I would live there. Well, I don't know if I could live there. I would live there for like 3 months. I'm not. I couldn't take the darkness.
Yeah, the dark is hard.
The dark is hard. Yeah. Norway. College is free. And students get $1,000 a month stipend if they keep their studies up.
Oh, wow.
You're paid to go to school. You're paid to be smart.
Yeah. And paid to be...
Yeah. Your school is free and you're paid to be a student because they don't want you working. They want you getting good grades. How cool is that?
That's very cool.
Norway's like on the top of everybody's list, right? Saudi Arabia, citizens pay 0% income tax and get free health care. That's good. Mm-hmm. Luxembourg, public transportation is 100% free for everyone in the entire country.
That's nice.
That's good. Finland's new parents get a baby box with clothes, toys, bedding, everything worth about $400 to $500 from the government when you have a baby.
That's so nice.
I know. Here, take care of your baby. Raise them up right.
It's a little something to get started. That's cool.
Yeah. In Denmark, if you lose your job, the government pays 90%
Whoa.
of your old salary for up to a year. 90%?
Dang.
I mean, shoot.
What's your unemployment rate?
Right? Right? I feel like I'd take you up on that.
That's so nice. I need a little vacation.
I could get fired.
Didn't really like the job anyways.
Accepted. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm sure there's parameters. I'm sure there's just a one little sentence and somebody's going to go, no, wait, it just means.
The sentence they kept going.
I mean, wait a minute. Yeah. And in Brunei, there is no personal income tax and fuel is cheaper than water.
Wow.
I know, right? Brunei is another one of those we've watched, we watch travel videos.
Yeah.
And Brunei is like, whoa. When we were in Indonesia, we did not go there, but anyway, it seemed kind of cool. So I wanted to fill you in on that. Just kind of fun, interesting little tidbit of carryover from last week. And the other thing that was carryover was we had talked about AI and how scary. A lot of comments about that. A lot of people saying, oh, Lord, that you would prefer it when we just talk about happy things and you laugh, and talking about things like that are super sketchy and we have enough to worry about. And that's true. I think it's just female DNA.
Yeah.
We are always looking for something to worry about because we have that meter and we have to keep it up about here all the time. And so that's going to stay there for a little while. But anyway, I apologize. But kind of along that same lines, this is like super, super fun. So I think that drone delivery has been a thing for a while now.
Yeah.
Right?
Amazon's done it in Seattle for a really long time.
In Seattle. Mm-hmm. And somebody else is doing it. Walmart has started doing it.
Yep.
They have these new little bags that sort of look like a purse.
And, Denver does it.
Yeah, and Denver does it. So now Uber is doing it. Uber Eats.
It's doing drones.
It's doing drones.
That's awesome.
I know.
So, does the drone go, through the car, the pickup? Or,
no.
Is someone, there...
I can tell you because I watched this whole little video. I went down the rabbit hole for you to tell you about this. So it's kind of fun because I thought, as soon as I read that, I thought, ew, is the food going to come all slid to one side? And is it still going to be warm?
I want to watch the bloopers of the seagull attacks. I want to see that.
When the seagulls realize what that is.
Flying dinner.
What that is.
I want to see those bloopers.
That's right.
I'm here for that.
I agree, because it's going to happen. And in fact,
the
first one that I saw probably about 6 months ago, it was this funny little cart. It was this little thing that was about the size of, like the old lady cart that I bought you when you were,
yes.
The shopping cart, the fold-up shopping cart. It was about that size, and but it was kind of fully contained, and it was and it went on. It had 4 wheels. and it went on the sidewalk. And it knew right where it was going, and it pulled into your driveway, up to your house, and then it made this sort of like alarm kind of a sound. And you knew to come out, and you had your phone, and you had to punch in a code.
Sure.
And then the thing opened up, you took out your food, closed it, and life was
Off it
good,
goes.
but everything was in there. And when I saw that, I thought, all right, I don't know, maybe kids are different now from when I was a kid. But if you think that thing's going to make it down the street, it is not. We're taking it, we're banging it open, and we're eating whatever's inside.
It's going to have a mustache.
Yeah. Not going to happen. And so I remember looking at that and thinking, that does not make sense to me at all. Well, they've changed it. And I'm going to say that they probably changed it because who knows what happened to those little robots. I mean, seriously, right?
Yeah.
Come on. I might even just kidnap one and,
Make it my pet.
make it my pet.
The rogue neighbor dog got out of the fence. The beware of dog ate the robot.
I
And got a treat at the end.
I know.
There's a little something in there.
Yeah. So I don't think those little robots exist anymore. I don't know. But again, we live in a teeny tiny town. There's no drones here. But so now it's drones. And so the ones that are really doing it all are, I don't know if it was Little Caesars. Is Little Caesars a thing or Papa John's or?
Both of those are pizza places.
Papa John's is a you-bake, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a hot one. Might be Little Caesars. So they are like all up in it. And so it's all in Houston, Dallas, and they're doing it in a 4-mile radius. So they're doing it kind of in the suburbs. So, but what they're doing is so right out basically in back of the store, they have a little drone pad. And so what they do is, and they have a special bag, you keep the bag, and it looks like a pizza bag, but it's made out of that,
More of a tie bag.
that Tyvek-y kind of stuff, yeah. And so they put the pizza in there up to 8 pounds, so you can have 2 large pizzas, no more than that, or 3 medium, I think. So they put it in the bag, and they go out, and they hook it up, and they send it off on its way. And in 3.5 minutes...
Now, is there a driver or like GP
No.
coordinates?
It's coordinates.
Okay.
So it sends it to what you say. You put it in there. It doesn't cost more, and you say right here.
And a picnic on the corner of
And
Ralph
in fact, this exactly. In fact, this guy that did it, it was the newscaster, whatever he's called, reporter. Sorry, Anna. Broadcaster. I think I put 2 words there together. But anyway, they were at the park, and so sure enough, they watched it coming, and so they put in their thing and they showed how they did it, and he said that, and it was true. He was surprised at how high it was.
Oh.
Was way higher than he thought. But it came in and it stopped and it, put it down right where he said, and it released it. It had like a bull clampy kind of thing. And so it dropped it right where he said, and then it went, and then it flew off. So if you are not there,
Someone else's.
someone else will go and take it. But anyway, we put it right there. But I also think, would the drone know if you put in if you put in something wrong and it was putting it in a tree, or there was a
on the
person
rooftop.
there, or there was a dog there waiting for it to come?
I would assume it
I don't
probably
think
knows
you would
elevation.
know. Maybe.
If it's flying so high, so my guess is they have to go to,
Yeah.
2 feet elevation. I'm sure that's probably something.
I have a lot of questions about it, but, I would have questions because
Again.
we're small town girls.
Put a camera
We
on
think,
it.
I know, I want to see it.
Bird attack.
I know, I want to see it.
it.
I know, I want to see it.
I want to see that goose take it.
I want to. Absolutely.
dog
Or the
takes it.
dogs knowing what it is and swooping in and grabbing that, and
Could you imagine if Lizzie realized, oh my gosh, that is flying pizza?
that's flying food. Come on.
Yeah.
And again, maybe city people have more control over their dogs. That doesn't happen here. Dogs are everywhere, all the time. Leash lock. It's a suggestion. By the way, is that your dog? I see it all over Facebook. This dog is at my house.
Our
Eating
people
my
know,
food.
Jeremy, your dog's here again. Come get your dog. It's inside the fence. I'm at work.
Right?
You do that too.
All the time. All the time. So, I don't know. So
Ro
maybe
is
it'll never
our
come here.
cute little one who always jumps the fence. We have a 6-foot fence, and this dog just, no big deal. Could care less. And so she has a collar that says, I am Ro. I am friendly. I live down the street. Tell me to go home. I don't know. I don't know why she jumps. There's food. There's water. There's a couch. A perfectly good couch to sleep on. I can go wander around. And she's skinny. I just can't get her to gain any super weight. So people probably like, oh, hi, honey. How's
This poor dog. She's obviously
belly up?
homeless.
Yeah, no.
She's like model thin.
Oh, yeah.
She has an eating disorder.
She totally does.
She totally does. She looks at it, wants it, wants you to watch her eating
Wants you to
but she's just gonna like it.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna eat that. Yeah.
She's a dog with a disorder.
One bite a day.
Sure.
She totally does. Yeah. Yeah. She has supermodel tendencies.
Yes. But yeah, so it's funny because that's what our thing is. Robert's like, why do you even have that? It's like, well, I don't know. You at least know who she is.
Yeah. Don't take her, don't keep her.
I have a family.
I'm just
seeking attention. Yeah.
I know. How big is this collar? I am very naughty. Tell me to get my butt home.
Put a QR code. This is me. I'm fine. Tell me to go home.
Lizzie has one of those. It's called what? A bite? B-Y-T-E?
Yeah,
I think
it's a bite.
And it's a little code thing that's on our collar. And so it's a QR code. And so, and people scan it like at least once a week. People will scan it. And so what's funny is I get a little ding on my phone that right here, and it shows me the exact location that Lizzie was when it was scanned. And so what comes up is, oh, my name is Lizzie and I'm, 10 and a half years old and this is where I live and I'm very friendly. And yes, I would get in my car, in your car. So please don't let me do that. And, and so you at least know. So even if somebody doesn't want to report because they're stealing your dog, that's unfortunate, but you would at least know where she was.
Yeah.
But it's almost always here or other people that are just curious about what it is.
Like QR code.
And you can decide for yourself what you want to put on there. And I don't think I pay a annual subscription. I think it was just a one-time fee.
Sure. Which makes sense. It's a QR code.
Yeah. But Anyway, interesting. I would love to see. I'm sure that in our lifetime, it's those funny things that now, I remember when cell phones, in fact, that's not what they were called. They were called bag phones. And I had in my car one of the first bag phones, and Sherman had one. And you had to plug it into your lighter, and it was in a bag, and it had cords, and it was really weird. And, but my job at the time, it was weird. It wasn't a cell phone. And that wasn't all that long ago. It was probably, 30 years ago, maybe? How long ago?
Something like that.
Maybe 35 years ago. It was quite a while ago, but I remember when they came out. And who would have thought then that it's just a thing now? And even children carry around a teeny tiny little phone. So I'm sure that the drone delivery thing is absolutely coming even out here.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But then there's going to have to be rules, right? Because how are they going to know to not crash into each other?
Yeah, I'm sure they all have that, but that's not, I don't think, hard. Especially if it's GPS
for them to know that someone is next to them.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you can have
Would you know that with GPS?
I just don't know if you can have that many in the air at the same time.
Okay, but Walmart's going to have a couple, and
that sounds like
places.
Tech problem.
Yeah, it does. They're going to figure it out, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it's interesting.
Or they're going to have
another big city thing we need to experience.
Right. They're going to have a exiting route and an incoming route, kind of like airports do or whatever.
Yeah.
We have to go to the big city to figure out what a Waymo is. And
those are fun.
We have to go to experience some of this stuff.
Yeah, the Waymo was fantastic. Yeah. Not scary like you think, but yeah, that was kind of fun. And then, of course, it makes national news when they all got confused during the fire. Okay, that was scary, but, come on, even people, do weird things. So anyway, kind of fun. Let's see. So, the other thing that I wanted to mention, and we'll talk about this more tonight, but we wanted to talk about the breast cancer benefit that's coming up. And there was a couple of weird little questions, and we'll try to kind of answer them as in our video. We want to shoot an open for the show and tell videos that are going to start airing every Friday. The first one comes up this Friday. And so we want to do that. That'll kind of explain everything. But I think some of it, we have to change our wordage just a little bit because we went ahead and made it a charitable organization, went through a lot of work. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Shelley. Shelley Moyne did so much work for us. And then we had a couple attorneys that were working on it. And so we had to do a couple of things because being a charitable organization, we had to be very specific about the money that we were receiving and the money that we were giving because it really doesn't belong to us. And we are just stewards of this money and following the rules with how we are obtaining it and how we are distributing it. And so because of that, we are still saying nomination form, but we need to change that wordage because it's not really, you're not nominating somebody anymore. It's really an application. Because what had to happen is what we've done all these years, the last 5 years. It's like, you just tell us who needs us and we're there for them. And, it's all about friendship and that we all kind of know each other and we're all in it together. And the lawyers have said, no. You have to say this person does in fact have breast cancer. So, we went through all of this discussion about copies of their medical forms, and nobody wants that. Nobody is interested in any of that, but it does require a physician's signature. Just a real simple statement that says, I was diagnosed here and I'm doing this, and this is my physician's signature, and this is my signature giving my physician permission to agree to this. And then all of us on the board have signed HIPAA confidentiality statements that we won't share any of that information. And we only put up the applicant's first name and the city that they're from, and that's it. So that probably does seem a little bit weird. And if you look on that, it's very different from previous years, but it's the same idea, the same process. One other comment that somebody had was that it said there's some sort of a statement in there that says preference will be given to those with financial hardships. And that's just a legal statement. It's a charitable organization, so that's kind of the idea, is that we are awarding money to people that might be going through financial hardship. But I know that that's not really true for everybody. Some people are financially secure, they've got insurance, and they're
going through it, it's going to hurt somewhere, whether it's the amount of presents that can come through Christmas, if you can get to your weekly nail salon, time off work, which is the biggest one, having to get childcare because you can't be there to pick up kids off the bus. I mean, all of those things. Travel. Even if you can't, if you feel like, oh, it's okay, we both work, we save, we have insurance, all of that, I get, you're probably fine. You're going to be fine. But that still does put hardship on you because you do have to find that extra help. So there are some funny words in there, but it's because the attorney said they have to be in there. Right. It's not because we made it in there. No, it's still a financial burden. It's going to be whether you can afford it or not. And the whole big point is that we want to be able to mail a check with this nice little handwritten card and this nice little, hey, we got you and we're thinking of you. And so it's still the same process. It's just that it looks a little bit different. So, so we're doing it the same way. It's just a little bit more involved. So you can't anonymously nominate anybody anymore. So that's the big thing. Sorry about that. And some people might say, oh, I don't really need it. Give it to somebody else who does. But, it's just kind of a nice supportive thing. The other thing that we're going to talk about next year, it's too late for this year's, we're going to talk about kind of a legacy person, somebody who just got a brand new diagnosis, and we're going to send them some information and, a packet, and then follow along, sending them encouraging cards, and then they'll be on that donation list when the auction comes around. But we'll start that next year. But anyway, in the meantime, we are accepting donations. The donation form is up there. That also looks just a tiny bit different, not much. You will get a receipt for the value of that. So it is important for you to put on what the value is of what you contributed. And then you can mail those to us, and there's links if you want to just do a cash donation for now and worry about anything later, and you automatically get a emailed tax receipt for that. Yeah. And we've got stickers and a few t-shirts from last year. The t-shirts from this year have been designed. Very cool. You'll see those soon. And anyway, so just a little update on that, and we'll probably talk more about that tonight. You'll unfortunately probably hear about it at every box opening. From here until the end of October. We have goals. We have goals. And then the other update is, oh my goodness, you guys really liked this, right? The Lotion candles. I know, they are just super nice. I was glad to get mine back and plugged back in. But fun little Brianna fact. Oh yes. So I was far too diligent. She was. We had placed our first order for the candles, which was arriving like that day. And then we had already placed our second order because we knew it's like, oh, we didn't get enough of these, because everybody that I gave one to was like, oh my gosh, this is the smartest thing ever. And that was why we shared them. If you didn't see this, it was a quick little video that went out on Friday. And it was this, was it Friday? It was Monday. Monday, sorry.
Monday morning, and it's probably still up, and it just talks about, it's in the theme of Oprah's favorite things. You know, I get so excited when I see something that is so innovative and smart, and, you know, and things that you want to tell your friends about. It's like, oh my gosh, this is really cool. So anyway, so we had placed a second order because these are like the regular size ones, and then they also have a mini. And since the mini is half the price, I'm guessing it's half the size. I'm just going to say it's not going to be big enough, but whatever. But anyway, what Brianna did, she went to get the invoice and she put
all of
the
it on
product. Yeah.
I put the first order and the second order in. The second order has not even arrived yet.
It'll be here.
It might be as
Friday.
we're speaking. On
Thursday?
Friday? Thursday? Maybe.
Either tomorrow or Friday. Yeah. So go ahead, place your order, whatever, but if you don't see that it has shipped yet and it's Thursday afternoon, that's why.
Also, and it's only one of me, and there's a lot of you. I have ordered new boxes for us to send candles for you to make sure that they make it all in one piece, and you're going to get some peanuts. So sorry about that.
I hate those peanuts.
But I feel like I'm going to use the packaging they sent because we're going to need it. But, so we've ordered some more things to help it send for you.
Yeah. So there's a bunch on the website right now. So don't worry. I think I was a little worried at first thinking, oh no, we'll make it kind of a special little thing because there was only like a dozen.
And then I found the wrong
so
price.
There's a lot in there and they'll be here. But I think we sold out of what we did have.
Yes, that is true.
And so, you know, you'll want to know about this. And if you missed it, and you go look for that. But basically what happens is it's just regular candle, right? Candle that you light, and then everything kind of melts. But what happens is it's made out of cosmetic grade shea butter, oil,
there's a whole list. And it's even on a list I listed on the website too. Soy shea butter, mango butter, coconut oil, sweet almond oil, avocado oil, grapeseed oil, fragrances, and essential oils.
And the essential oils, and so what's really nice is the fragrance. It's not perfumey. It's not a Yankee candle.
It's very subtle.
Very, very subtle, very, very nice. But what happens is when it gets all soft like that, you can just, put your fingers in there and you have this oil on your hands. It is so that the candle melts and you have this lotion.
It's nice.
It is so dang smart.
It's so nice.
Yeah. And even when they were first explaining it to me, it's like, no, wait, what? You know what, and no, it was made for that. It was made. That was why it was made. So, I no longer, if you burn candles, that's fine. Everything is good. It's still the same idea. I use a warmer because I don't trust myself with flame. But anyway, so it's super brilliant, super smart. We're going to keep carrying them. So if we sell out, and you might see that what will happen is there'll be like new scents or new flavors, and it'll be probably a part of regular box opening to show you, oh, look, 18 more came in and it's this one. But there was two that I was going to mention. This is that one that I was telling you about, Cantina.
Is that Cantina? Sanctuary.
No, Sanctuary is that one. This one was
on the very bottom.
Yeah, Cantina. Yeah. This is, oh my gosh.
Ooh, that's very nice.
It's very elegant. It's very, it could be, I mean, if you went into somebody's house and smelled this, you would just think leather and cut flowers. You wouldn't think, you would never ever think, oh, that candle smells good. You just wouldn't think that. And the same thing with Sanctuary. It's just kind of a nice, fresh, clean smell. They're all very nice. And what's really nice is when they use essential oils like that. Again, it's just subtle, nice. But anyway, so we wanted to tell you, some of you guys placed orders and you'll see it's like, I ordered that on Sunday or Monday and it has not said shipped yet.
Flavor that didn't come.
If it has not shipped yet,
it's a flavor coming.
You're one of those people.
My Cadillac ladies.
Cadillac
is coming this week. It was not here.
And if you ordered a mini,
Cantina is here now.
Cantina.
I don't know.
So at first I was looking at the orders going, did you misspell it? Why did you? And then I kept and then all of a sudden I saw somebody ordered a mini and I thought, that's what she did.
She did. I should have just opened the box, rummaged around, found the shipping invoice, but those sometimes are hard to find. So I'll just log in, I'll find it that way. And I didn't even.
And he's very nice. The owner of the company has given me his personal cell phone number. He says, oh my gosh, you've sold so many. You ordered more.
I love it.
So I have lots of friends and we all like the same things.
Yeah.
So anyway,
that is very cool.
Very nice. it's just such a smart
I have
idea.
mine set up in my bathroom, and ours is at the far end of the house. And it's so nice because it just circulates like through the house really nicely. I really like it.
It's nice. It's really nice. All right, so the last thing that I want to mention, I want to talk to you guys for a minute about books.
Books.
I have just finished. I've started a new one. I started finally that what's her name? Tana French series, The Searcher, what is it? The Seeker, the Searcher, the Finder. I don't know the order of it, or if I even have those right, but it's about the detective that quit his job in Chicago and retired in Ireland.
Oh.
And now he's solving crimes in Ireland. So anyway, started that one, but that's not what I want to talk about. Prior to that, the two before that. So what happens is when I listen to something, I always do audiobooks just because of my schedule, and you do too, and Brittany does too, a lot of us do. And then if it's one that is just fantastic and I think is absolutely 5-star, I order it.
Yep, on paper.
And then I put it in my permanent library. Oh my gosh. So the last two that I read, both of them, absolute 5-star, absolutely the best books. It's that whole, I'm always thinking, what are in my top 5? What are in my top 5? And so I'm going to say that both of these boot out, don't hate me, but boot out Project Hail Mary.
Ooh.
But they did not boot out Theo of Golden. But they're along that line of, if you liked Theo of Golden, two books that I just want to talk about for just a second. So one, and the reason that if you're new here, we tried to do a book club because so many of us read, and whether it's Kindle or a paperback book or Audible or whatever, so many of us do that. So it was really fun. We had over 250 people that were doing book club, but it did not work out very well because we couldn't get the books in the same time frame. Somebody else might have just read it, but somebody else has to wait 14 weeks for it to come in. And so it was hard to have people participate when, I can't listen because I haven't read that book yet. So that's why we stopped doing it. So instead now we just share information about books that we've heard about or books that we've read. So I don't know who suggested any of these. I never usually keep track of that because I don't want to be influenced by that. Thinking, well, if Lori loved it, I'm sure I'll love it. So one was the Calamity Club. Have you seen that? I feel like it's kind of been coming up a bunch. Oh my gosh. It was so good. So what was really good about it was that it took place in the 1930s. So just before the Depression. So rich people were starting to lose their plantations and there was a lot of financial issues going on, but so much history about what was happening then and also the laws then related to white people and black people. Oh, sure. And that, Lord, I'm sorry, the dog is in here perfuming the area.
The wrong fragrance.
I don't know why she smells so bad. I don't know what she eats that causes that smell. But anyways, so just interesting things like if a white person had just a friendly discussion with a black person, about the weather, you could be arrested. The white person could be arrested. It was absolutely, in the 1930s, it was illegal. Unless you were giving them an order because they worked for you and they did your laundry or they did whatever, that was fine. But just to have a little conversation, absolutely not. You were arrested for that. And so there's a lot of that historical stuff that we don't really hear about anymore. And I think that it's important stuff to know. But the story itself was about this orphanage. So there is some child abuse stuff that's fairly graphic and again stuff that was allowable back then that was pretty horrifying. So there's a little bit of that in there that's sometimes uncomfortable to listen to. But the story is about 6 women and what they decided to do to be able to raise money to improve their life. And you might not like what they did. But it was just, it wasn't super graphic at all. But it was really, really interesting. And the thing that I thought about it, after I was done with it, first of all, I laughed out loud probably every 20 minutes. At least every 20 minutes. There was super fun parts in it. But what I was thinking is that it's interesting how, an author with such skill can really get you to fall in love with these people and have such a depth of character that when you're done with the book, there's almost this, I had this sense of loss almost, that it's almost like spending a vacation, right? So you go on vacation with 5 friends that you've just met, and you hit it off and you just love them, and you know that as soon as you leave, you're never going to see them again.
Yeah.
It's grieving. It's just so sad. So when the book finally ended, I thought about it, and intentionally I didn't start another book because I just wanted to just ruminate, about these characters and then what happened to the rest of their lives, and
Sure.
it was just a nice, pleasant thing. So anyway, The Calamity Club, 5 stars. So good. What the story is about might not be everybody's cup of tea, but trust the process. It's very, very, very good about, powerful women, even back in the 1930s when you just don't think that's going to happen. And pretty interesting. There are some graphic details about other, things, but just interesting what we did to people back then. And then the next book that was on my list that it had come through was the book by Frederick Backman. And let me back up for a minute. The author of The Calamity Club is the same gal that wrote The Help. Did you ever read that one? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In the same, genre, same, The Help I think was about 20 years later, but very, very, very good author. It's long. Yeah, I think on Audible it was maybe 24
Sure.
hours. It
Makes
was a long
sense, though.
book, but it was really good. Okay, so the next one was Frederick Backman, and he is that Swedish author that wrote A Man Called Ove.
Yo, I know the book. I haven't read that one, though.
So good. Everybody's top 5. Just really, really good. Maybe not everybody's. I loved it. I thought it was just fantastic. It was, again, in that same, Theo of Golden kind of an idea, grumpy old man, but, purpose in life. And if you didn't ever read the book, there's a movie starring Tom Hanks.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's
I know
not
that.
A Man Called Ove. They call it something different, but it's Tom. If you Google A Man Called Ove movie featuring Tom Hanks, they'll tell you what it is.
Okay.
And they changed the name of it, but it's the same storyline. And so good.
Good.
Tearjerker. You'll cry.
Yeah.
But very, very good. So anyway, this Frederick Backman. Oh my gosh. I am now obsessed with this man. I went down this whole rabbit hole about him. I watched interviews about him and his wife, and he has 2 kids, lives in Sweden, and he's written all this stuff. And I thought, I just am mesmerized by him because, so here's the thing. So I started listening to his book, and I realized that once again, it was going to be about these children, these 4 12-year-olds that had very dysfunctional families with child abuse and neglect. And I thought, oh God, I just finished The Calamity Club. I don't want another heavy one. I don't know if I want to go through all of that again after dealing with the orphanage and The Calamity Club. And then I thought, oh, I'm just going to stick with it. And then they introduced this other character, and she, same thing, had just fled a foster home. And I thought, oh no, but stuck with it. I loved this book so much. It was only 10 hours. And again, I just want to say, how can somebody have that skill to make you absolutely fall in love with all of these
Such
characters
a short period of time.
in such a short period of time, and have true, absolute, pure love and grieving? I mean, it was just a fictional character. And how can you act so, blubbering about it? But, just such a good book. And I want to know too if the name of the book I might not have said yet is My Friends. And he wrote A Man Called Ove. That was his very first novel back in 2012. And to think that his first one was like this major success. But then he wrote a bunch of other ones. I have a bunch that are already, I'm waiting, the ones that I didn't read. Something like, one was called My Grandmother Says She's Sorry or something. And then the other one was Anxious People. So I have those. He also wrote Beartown, and it was a trilogy. I read the first one. I remember that one a while back. I think I read that or listened to that after A Man Called Ove, but it was about a Swedish town. and soccer tournaments and then and I just never bothered with the second or the third one. I think it was a really good book, but it's just not my
Yeah, sure.
Soccer and competitions and small town politics. It just, wasn't my cup of tea so much. So I didn't bother. But anyway, so this My Friends. So I have to tell you a couple of things. I'm not going to tell you about the storyline. You just have to enjoy it. But there is a character in there. Her name is Louisa. I have never I've listened to and read thousands.
A lot of books.
I would say thousands of books. Louisa is probably the character that I personally identify with more than anybody I've ever even met.
Oh,
It's
wow.
like every comment she made, everything she was thinking, everything is like, oh my gosh, this is my kindred spirit. This is me at the age of 17. I moved out of the house when I was 16. And so, long story, not necessary for anybody to hear it. But anyway, this person, oh my gosh, I just was so invested in Louisa. And it's another thing that this whole story was so every 20 minutes, laugh out loud, laugh out loud. So funny, such good writing. And then, and a lot of it is about art. It's about these two artists is, what the storyline is about. And he doesn't say that it takes place in Sweden, but you kind of know that it's not America, but I'm sure that that's where it's taking place. But anyway, the other thing is that in my office at home, I have where my desk sits across the room. I have these cupboards, and I have on there, I have some different things just taped, just some pictures and some sayings and some quotes and different things that I find inspirational, right? Two of those quotes are key in his book.
Oh, wow.
One of them is, what do you choose to do with this one wild and precious life, right?
Yeah.
He talks about that in the book. And the other one was one by Vincent van Gogh. And I have this hanging up. The best way to know God is to love many things.
Oh, yeah.
And I love that because, it's one of those weird quotes that it's like, no, just understand everything that God has done for you. And, the animals, the bugs, the plants, the earth, the emotions, everything that is a part of all of that, and to love and appreciate all of those things. And I love that quote. I read it every single day. And both of those were in that book.
Huh.
Isn't that crazy? It's
That's
like,
super
see, it
crazy.
just gives me chills to even think about it. It was the best book. After I finished it, same thing. I thought, wow, what are the chances? 2 5-star books in a row, both very emotional, very deep, but very emotional. So good. And lifelong, I will never forget those characters and those 2 books. So I just want to say, I didn't steer you wrong with Theo of Golden. And I would say My Friends by Frederick Backman and The Calamity Club by, what the heck was her name? Catherine Stockard, I think. Anyway, 2 really good books. So,
Awesome.
and I'm liking the one that I'm listening to now, but it's not that same, because I think what's funny about that is that I think I've said multiple times that I think of movies and books as entertainment. And if I'm going to be entertained, I want to be happy.
Yes, right.
I want it to be pleasant. I want it to be fun. I want to be, maybe educational would be great, but I want to be entertained. And my version of entertainment is this. And so for me to love so much something that was a bit of an emotional roller coaster, I still love it. It just makes me, again, that amount of skill that in 10 hours
You can
you
be bonded.
yeah, I don't understand. I think it's such a talent for people that are such good authors. But Frederick Backman,
Yeah.
I like him.
I'll put him in my
Put him in your thing. Yeah, I'm going to read everything he's done. I might even read the other 2 parts of Beartown, even though. I mean, I remember liking Beartown. I just remember thinking,
You can educate yourself on soccer. I mean, now that,
maybe
whatever is gone. 5 Cup.
I
I don't remember. Now we don't need to know anymore. We got a couple more years, so we have to know more.
I might have to. Yeah. And when you were reading something weird last time, I asked.
I am reading Adversary to the Villain.
Oh, that's right.
Number 4. I even had to call Mom. It was available.
I know. It's like 14 weeks. It's not available anymore.
No way, on Libby?
Yeah, no. I mean, it is, but not, oh no, I'm 14 weeks.
Bummer.
Somebody beat me.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I was super surprised. I was looking for something that was available, whatever, and it's like, oh my gosh.
And it was available when you did it.
I have it. I'm listening to it. I'm only like chapter 6, and I'm horrible if you're waiting it for after me. Only because I have kids, and there's not, I don't know.
And it's like, and even me, when I come back, when she's shipping, I'll walk back and you, and you come back again. Yes. What? Okay, I'm just going to listen to that whole part all over again. Sorry.
No, it's good though. I guess what surprised me is I wasn't expecting it in October. For some reason, I had in my head that the 4th book was coming out in September, so I was pleasantly surprised.
Oh, that it came out in August.
Yeah. Maybe it was always set for August, and in my head, it was September. But
I think I thought it was September also because that's also when the next Cormoran Strike book comes out. Mm-hmm. Is September 3rd or something.
Yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, that's what I'm reading right now. That's good.
Yeah. It takes you a little bit longer.
Yes, it does.
Because of constant interruptions.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes what I'll do now, I've gone to, just instead of listening to it in my ears, when I'm at home, I just let it blare.
Oh, sure.
Because then when Pa comes in the back door, he knows not to,
leave me alone.
Come in, talk, and he'll
My program's
away
out.
from it, and then it's like, wait, I've got my program.
Yeah.
Let me wait till the end of the chapter, then I'll turn it off.
Yeah.
And so
last night we were, we have the house done and now we're caulking all of the seams and everything. And Robert was so sweet. He wanted to stay out there and chit chat. It's like, honey, I'm not. I'm going to
Sit outside with me.
I'm going to listen to my book and I'll caulk some seams with you. But you just stay on your side on your ladder and just scream loud if you fall. Because I'm busy.
I catch up on my book.
Yeah.
I know. Pa does that too. You totally married your father. It's the strangest thing. Because he'll do the same thing. Here it is. It must have been last night, maybe 8 o'clock. And he goes, well, let's go sit outside for a little bit. No, it's still hot out there. No. And so I did go out there for like a minute and just kind of stood there. And he says, well, pretty soon it'll be cooler outside. It'll be easier. And I says, yeah, and then I'll sit out here with you. But for right now, A, too many bugs, and B, it is hot and muggy, and I already feel like I need a shower. Mm-hmm. And so then, but he said, oh, but there's 2 baby bats.
Oh.
That were out underneath the event center. And I said, oh.
He knows how to get your attention.
I know. I said, really? Well, let's go look at those. And I said, how fun. Do you think they're like going to live here now? Because bats, oh my gosh, I love them. Yeah, they eat
so
their weight
bugs.
in bugs. Please come live with me. How can I create a habitat for you?
Yes.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so we went and looked at them and they were just,
baby bats.
just baby bats. They weren't doing anything exciting except waiting for evening. It's like, well, if they were on it and they were flying around near me, eating the bugs that were approaching me, I would sit here with you.
Yes.
I need some trained
They're not
bats.
working yet.
I know. And I know not everybody agrees and thinks that you don't like bats. But why? It's not true that they're going to swoop into your hair. I mean, they might, if there was a bug right there, they're going to get it. And they might get a hair. But they didn't accidentally get stuck in your hair. I think that only happens in the movies.
Yeah.
As somebody, I'm sorry, I messed up here. As somebody who, we have a lot of bats in our area.
Yeah, we do.
I like them. Mm-hmm. Anyway. All right. I feel like we've yacked for forever. Sorry about that. But, it's just fun just to catch up. What are we doing? You're reciting your house, but you're done caulking, and then you're going to paint. Did you pick your color?
I have some swatches. I haven't decided. But
it's hard because if you don't like it, man, everybody says, oh, paint, it's the cheapest way to redecorate. No, it isn't. Paint is so expensive.
I'm going to put a loan just in
so expensive.
Go like, what do you need this money for? I need to paint my house.
It's why growing up, everything was brown, right? Because when you add together, we have a little bit of this left, a little bit of this.
Mix your colors, shake it real good.
Brown. And usually a gross brown.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the other thing that I'm looking for is we didn't decide like the little entry part because I want to do like faux stone. I think it'd be really, really pretty.
Beautiful.
But I can't. Nobody like carries it in stock. I can't like see it and touch it. So I'm going to have to go. I know there's a few people who live around that have it on their house. I have to go like peep at people's houses and touch their house. I want to see
be on the Ring camera. Can I help you? No, I just look at. No, Just touching your rock.
I can't see it in a store, so I have to go out in the wild and look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we used to see that all the time.
I know. So, because we went to Wenatchee last week and we finished everything we needed to, and Robert's parents are back from their vacation and finally had time to have the kids over. So we dropped them off there and then ran to Wenatchee thinking, oh, Lowe's and Home Depot will probably have more Wenatchee than they do. And most just like, oh, they didn't even have a brochure.
Really?
It's like, well, this was a waste of a trip. So we bought the caulking to at least do that part because we know that has to happen. And so I'm going to hit Grant's because Grant's here in town seems to have brochures on everything.
Oh, yeah.
So even if they don't have it in stock, they can probably get me samples, do whatever. They probably have a brochure for it. I was thinking maybe Marston and Marston might have something. I feel like they're very construction, not necessarily exterior. So I don't know. So right now I'm on a hunt to see if I can find what I'm looking for.
If you have any suggestions, email her at info@fabricpatch.net. Don't email Brianna at fabricpatch.net.
I'll probably only do that one.
She's terrible.
Yeah. And I'm thinking vinyl. They have like these apparently sheets of stuff that are a little easier to use. Instead of, I know I can do the whole lay out my 6 shapes of rocks and then masonry it together, but I feel like there's a whole lot of added human error in that for someone who doesn't do masonry, and Robert doesn't do it. And Kurt Jones isn't in Washington State anymore to do it. So I feel like less human error is just sheets that you staple, caulk your seams, all done.
And it lasts pretty well, huh?
It's supposed to.
I think it's beautiful.
The Public Market in Quincy has it on it. We
went and touched it.
We did. And it was late. It had been like 9 o'clock. I don't know what we were doing. We were coming home from something. We were talking about it. And Robert's like, oh, we need to stop by the Public Market. So it was dark. And we stopped in there and we were looking at it and we liked, all of the color and everything. And so I had gotten out and I was touching the wall. And it's closed. It's dark. Hooligans. And then I got back in the car. We rolled around and 2 police cars come up the street and turn around and drive by. And it's like, oh, they're looking for us. Thank goodness I was back in the car.
You had a spray can.
Thank goodness I was back in the car. Otherwise I would have to talk to the popo. No, I'm just touching.
I'm just touching.
Weird. And that'd be really weird. It's like, no, I really am. Just drive out of town. You'll see my house is in shambles because we're reciting. And I was just... Yeah, probably not the best opportunity to do it, but whatever. I'm out and about now. Yeah.
Huh. Funny.
If you see weird people, pay care. It's just me. I'm not doing anything weird. I mean, it might be weird, but nothing.
Touching houses. We don't know what the plan is, but they're touching the houses. All right. All right, you guys. Well, as usual, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah,
we always
always
appreciate it. Catching up a little bit and hanging out and maybe laughing a little bit.
Yeah.
And tonight we have box opening, 5 o'clock. And then Friday will be our
very first little show and tell from donations for the breast cancer.
We already have it filmed, so sorry. I'm going to say we're doing it all out of order and weird things were happening, but it's still good. We're going to get back in the swing of things.
Yeah.
Really cool stuff. Yeah, really, really good things. And things are starting to come in, so we'll have those airing every Friday at 1. And then as we get closer, if we have more things, we might start doing 2 a week or whatever. But watch for those and make your plans for October 24th. Is the night of the live auction, and we're going to do a little test silent auction or something here in September when the retreaters are all here, and we're going to check that out a little bit, but we'll have more information on that.
Yeah. All
right, you guys.
Wonderful.
See you tonight.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.